My intent is to tell this inspiring story of a family who fought through one of the most evil times of human history and never lost hope. As stars faded from a clear night sky over Amsterdam in the early hours of Friday, May 10th, 1940, a sound like rolling thunder jolted 26-year-old Ilse Hess from her troubled sleep. She had feared this moment, known it was coming. For weeks, hour after frightening hour, she and her husband Karl listened to the news on their wireless. Wehrmacht troops are massing at the border. German tanks and trucks are gathering. Dutch defenses throughout the Netherlands are prepared. The thin hope she held for her family's safety from the Germans collapsed as the roar grew louder, shook the floor in their small apartment, rattled the dishes. "Karl," she whispered, awakening her husband. They hurried to check on their 2-year-old twin toddlers, Marion and Stefan, amazingly still sleeping peacefully. Karl and Ilse raced to the window, cautiously opened the blackout curtains mandated by the Dutch government, then stepped onto their balcony. They peered up in horror as formation after formation of German bombers flew toward them, the German military's black cross on their wings and Nazi swastika on the tail fins seeming to glare down at the city. Some bombers turned inland from the sea, flying low and ominous, passed overhead, streaking towards Schiphol Airport, just 6 miles from the city. A phalanx of bombers swerved south toward Rotterdam. Sirens wailed. Searchlights crisscrossed the sky. 4 years before, the Jewish couple fled Germany, their homeland, for the presumed safety of the Netherlands, escaping Nazi cruelty and repression. They had said goodbye to their families. Karl had been able to transfer his well-paying position at the international German textile giant Vereinigte Seidenwebereien, the United Silk Corporation, to Amsterdam. The Hesses loved this beautiful, freedom-loving country. The twins were born here in 1938. Karl and Ilse took the children for long walks in the twin-size baby carriage, enjoyed admiring remarks from strangers, and drove with the children to the seaside. They visited with friends who, like themselves, had escaped the Nazis, and made new friends, Jewish and non-Jewish. They thought they had found breathing room, a refuge from Nazi terror. But the terror had followed them, and now it was here, right outside their window. Hurriedly, they snapped on the wireless, their indispensable source of news, and waited as its radio tubes warmed up. Their favorite classical music station was off the air. Static buzzed. The children began to cry. News crackled across the airwaves. "The Netherlands is under siege. This is not a test. This is war. Military reserves report to your units." The frenzied announcer continued with a spate of government orders, some aimed at the thousands of German refugees in Amsterdam, many of them, like the Hesses, Jews fleeing Nazi terror. "Stay inside your homes or face arrest," the broadcast commanded Karl and Ilse as they huddled together. The Hesses debated what to do. They had fled the Nazis once already. Should they go further? Should they follow orders? Or run for their lives? As dawn broke on May 10th, and the Hesses listened with alarm, German Heinkel bombers dropped an estimated 30 bombs on Schiphol Airport. At 6:20 a.m., Amsterdam's official radio announced, "New and large formations of planes are arriving constantly." Smoke and red tracer trails of Dutch anti-aircraft fire streaked over the Hesses' apartment as Dutch and German aircraft battled in dogfights over the city. On May 11th, a single German Junkers Ju-88 bomber released 4 bombs on one of the most prominent canals in central Amsterdam, killing 44 people and wounding 79. The Bethlehem hospital, not far from the Hesses' home, was badly damaged. Karl and Ilse tended and soothed the toddler twins as best they could during the fury of the attack. It was a horrible time. They had believed that their family was safe.